Hey guys, so you know what? I'm like 7 days late, depending on when you're watching this video. So I'm 7 days late apparently, and it's not the live reaction. It's not the live reaction, but you know what? This chapter was so much fire. I was like, you know what? Let me get back to my wicked ways. So you know what? Let's get going. I'm just gonna start reading. You can follow along on your device, or you can listen to what I'm saying. I think I'll be descriptive enough for you to know what's on screen while I read it. So we have 45 pages, chapter 99, Shingeki no Kyojin, A Shadow of Guilt. I'm telling you guys, Attack on Titan sounds cool, but if you're into Japanese, then Shingeki no Kyojin is where the real shit is at. Alright, so let's get going. So we see two people walking, and that seems to be three, unless one of them has three legs. And this guy says, I keep having this dream. And that looks like Reiner, yeah. So Reiner says, I keep having this dream about that old man in the reclaimed land, hanging by the neck from a tree. Then he says, I keep wondering why he would tell us that story before hanging himself. And Bertolt looks and says, how on earth are we supposed to know why? I don't know, maybe you're into mind reading or something. I don't know. I don't know if you read minds. And Annie is as cold and distant as ever. She's like, he wanted to be forgiven by somebody, anybody. Although, after we ourselves abandoned Marcel to die, bitches, we have no right to talk about something like forgiveness. I'm right, you don't. You should be sorry for yourselves. And they're walking around someplace. It looks like a forest, and there's a wall, a fence, something in front of them. I don't know. So then he continues. For some reason, I keep thinking that old man, that he wanted someone to pass him judgment. What the hell is going on? So anyway, we see Eren. Oh boy. Yes, people. Haha, God. So we see Eren standing in front of Bertolt, no, in front of Reiner. And the caption says, there are times when men are crushed by the weight they carry on their own backs. Yes, a titan-sized weight they carry on their backs indeed. And I'm telling you guys, Eren in this panel, it's the 4th page of the actual chapter. I'm reading from Manga Freak. And Eren's eyes in the first panel is just looking so berserk. Like, he looks so cold and distant, and you can see fear in Reiner's eyes. I think I might even show this panel on screen. So look on screen, it's right there. I'm scrolling through the page. I hope not to get copyright strikes. If I do, then oh well. And my little dude here is like, what? I heard that the two of you were old friends. I thought that it would be a pleasant surprise. No, sonny boy. You don't know what you did. Isn't that right, Mr. Kruger? And this is going to get interesting. Very interesting. That's right. Thank you, Falco, for bringing him over. We have a lot to catch up on. I don't even know where to start. Yes, and Reiner is looking like, oh, shit. Impossible. So here he is. Sit down, Reiner. Let's have a chat, you and me. This is a good seat. So apparently, Eren is running the show right now. They look at a place that looks like a prison cell, but it's really under the building of all these people. And here's what Eren says. You can hear all that's happening on the stage from here. It's just a normal residence building, although it's located to the back of the stage. So you know what, guys? If you were supposed to transform from here, oh yes, shit is going down. Many good people are up there right now, peeking from their windows, waiting for the curtains to rise. And Reiner is looking shocked, he is stunned, right on top of us, and he points with the finger of a hand that he cut himself. Now guys, I was talking to my friend about this, and I'm saying that it's obvious that he has Titan's power. You can't, there's the only way that Eren could be alive if he has the power of the Attack Titan. So the only thing I can surmise is that, you know, normally whenever you get injured, that's what triggers the transformation. But we also know that even if you get injured, like you get a cut or something, you don't transform unless you want to transform. Similar to if you get a cut and you're trying to transform and you don't have the will or the desire to transform. Whatever it is that Eren lacked when he was going to fight Annie in the last battle of season 1, yeah, it's also like that. So there's a lot going into the fact of transformation, except for just willy-nilly turning into a titan and running off into the blue sea, or well, into the distance. So here goes. Oh, Mr. Kruger, did you hurt your hand? Yeah, it's just a scratch. Yes, because a scratch is all you need, right, Eren? Asshole. Reiner, sit down. And wow, this is looking good because Reiner is shaking up. He's looking like his legs are weak. He is terrified. He is trembling and he's sweating. So that's cold sweat, guys. You normally only feel that way whenever you're face to face with death. So I'll be taking my leave. No, Falcao, you should stay and listen too. What? Falcao, do as the man says. That's what Reiner says. So apparently Eren is like one of these badass anime characters right now that has all the knowledge and he's calm and composed. You guys think Olkora, or I won't compare Eren to Itachi. Hell no. Hell no. So we're in a new panel and that looks like Marco is looking and he says yes sir. So he's responding to Reiner. So we're in a new panel. I don't know where this is. It looks to be a tent and there are a lot of it's like old setting. People are dressing up. It's like a makeup room apparently. Mr. Tabar, it's almost time. Oh yes. Here we go. My. Did you come all this way just to cheer me on? Welcome the Azumbito household. Yes, that could be Japanese. Welcome the Azumbito household. I hope I'm not disturbing you. And she does look Asian, so that's very interesting. Because remember guys, Attack on Titan is set in Germany. Okay, so it's set in Germany. There aren't anybody else except for Germans. Else the names Eren Yeager, Mikasa Ackerman, those are all German names. So to have someone that looks Asian and it seems to be Japanese really shows that they're outside of the walls. There's a lot more people there than we expect. And she continues to talk. I'm sorry, I just came over to see you for a bit. I'm quite unsightly, aren't I? I seem to be rather nervous. You, sir, are very brave. Our family knows this very well. So that's it. That's Tabar. She's giving some props right there. And he looks and smiles. She looks and smiles. And they start to... No, they don't screw. They don't have sex. I pray that you will fulfill your duty safely. So she knows that there's a war that's going to be declared this evening, I suppose, based on her actions. Much obliged, Miss Kiyomi. And then she walks away and she says, alright, it's time we leave. So she knows something is up apparently. And she's keeping rather coy about it. Oh my, I didn't see you there. It's been quite a while. Mr. Leonhardt, oh that's Annie's daughter. Mrs. Brown. Reiner Braun. What's Berthold's last name? I don't know. Mrs. Braun, we haven't met since the day we went to greet back your son. The fact that you don't make more use of your honorary status is quite admirable. Yes, they even went and reserved a seat for me. It's an honor I don't deserve, really. And Mrs. Brown is quite modest, I might add. Speaking of which, I heard that Mr. Hoover has passed away, sadly. He was quite sick for some time, was he not? Yes, he was very well taken care of by Marley until his very last moment and passed on peacefully. She sounds Indian. I hope that's not racist. I swear to God, I'm not trying to be. He was always boasting so proudly about how his son has sacrificed everything for Marley. I'm sure your daughter made just as many. She ain't dead. And she looks at him. And he's alive. Yep. She promised she'd come back. So that's a father's job right there. Have faith in her kid even if she's trying to end the world, you know? Trying to kill a lot of people. Mass murderer. Still trusting them. I can't believe we're holding a declaration of war in this dirty, disgusting ghetto. Who said that? Even worse, it's in the windswept outskirts of town. What of the guards? The location is under Maga's command. Amazing! Even Admiral Garvey is here. The top brass of both the army and the navy. It's kind of stupid to have the same person leading both the army and the navy. But what do I know, right? To think all the Marleyan army key figures would gather in the ghetto. Wow, this is like a very, very golden opportunity. Many ambassadors from nations around the world and noble families close to the Tabars are here too. All the biggest news publishers of the world sent their reporters here too. It feels like we are the center of the world. The Tabar family influence is incredible, although they're Eldians just like us. You know guys, sometimes I even get confused about this Eldian versus Marley shit. I don't even know who is who sometimes. I'm like, I have to read the last chapter again. because it's one chapter per month, it's kind of hard. So these guys start playing their trumpets. That's gay. So they start playing their trumpets, and it's pretty damn loud. This girl is covering her ears, and she's like, "Wah!" It's starting. Aren't Mr. Broad and Falco here yet? What on earth is taking them so long? Marley's warriors. Captain Manga is calling you. So these guys are getting summoned. And I see Zeke. I'm telling you guys, even when season 2 was was animated, I was just like, I need to see Zeke get a punch in his face. Because I tell you what guys, even before we knew who the bestial titan was, I was saying that, you know, that seems to be Eren's dad, because it looked a lot like Eren, and Eren is a striking resemblance of his father. But then I learned that Zeke was there, and there was a whole other family that was there, and all this shit happening. So I was like, oh well, maybe it's not Eren's dad, but you know who. And Falco is in the place. He starts to hear the trumpets, and he's like, it's starting. And Reiner is still shaken up. He's looking down. He's sweating. This man is sweating rivers. And Eren is just looking calm, composed. And Reiner is there sweating his ass off. It's like when someone types POR in your web browser and you know what's coming next. Eren, how did you get here? Eren says, is that the first thing you can think of asking me? What are you planning to do? The same as you? Oh boy, this is going to be so good. Oh boy. Okay, so let's get going. So apparently Reiner is pretty devastated by Eren's reply, because Reiner knows he's fucking up. And he's like, what? You're trying to ask me why? You don't get it. So Eren is like, wow. So let me go over that again, guys. Reiner is holding his head, he's shaking, and he's like, what? And Eren is like, you're trying to ask me why? You don't get it. The same as you. It's something you could even call inevitable. And Eren, oh my god, I'm loving mature Eren. Mature Eren is like, boss. I can't wait to see Mikasa and Armin. I hope Armin is not a pussy anymore. I sure hope he's not. So this guy is on stage. It's like the sickest party of the century. Cameras are flashing for Snapchat. These bitches are on Twitter. They're on Facebook. It's what is going on. It's trending. And he's like, wait. Looks like the curtains rose. Let's listen. This is torture, guys. I'm telling you, this is so much torture. I would like to tell you an old tale. One that took place 100 years in the past. And they have animation in the background. Looks like a movie. I don't know if they actually had this. So let me take a look at the stage again. Yes, it seems that they actually had this animation type thing where they're... I don't know what it actually is, but basically they're enacting what the Titans were back in the day, eating humans. And Tabar continues. The Eldian Empire took over the world with the power of the Titans. And I still don't know how they do this, but they're doing it. So they have a curtain in the background. These curtains have shadows cast of what appears to be Titans eating humans. And we keep going, the drums roll, and he says, since the day of Eldian ancestor Ymir appeared, and until now, countless lives have been lost at the hands of the Titans. Damn right. According to the recent studies, the number of those who perish by their hands exceed the current human population of the entire world, multiplied by 3. So that's like a salesmanship right there. An unbelievable amount of human lives, culture, and human history were stolen away by the power of the Titans. And this guy's getting pretty interesting because the animation they're drawing is very clear, it's very crisp. I like the detail that he's putting into this. So let's continue. So Eren is listening and he's looking calm, and Reiner is losing his shit. And he continues, this massacre is the history shared by humanity and the Eldians. But when all their enemies were defeated, strife began inside the Eldian Empire itself. That was the beginning of the Great Titan War. I would like to see that. The 8 great houses holding the powers of the Titan were caught in an endless circle of conspiracy and betrayal, and began killing one another. And I'm telling you guys, these panels are pretty nice. They're pretty crisp. There was one lone Marleyan who was able to notice opportunity this situation presented. That man was Eros. Okay, you know what, guys? Fuck it, I'm calling him Heroes. This man was Heroes. So it was not only one hero, it was 2, 3, maybe even 5. Because of that man's ingenious use of information, the Eldian Empire killed one another off one by one. And that man, together with the Tabar family, was able to chase off to a faraway land even King Fritz, who was once thought to be undefeatable. And these guys are standing there with their legs on what appears to be King Fritz or whatever. And they are applauding like, woo, alright, bitches. And then this appears to be like those 100-meter class titans because they're far bigger than what was there. And he says, but the king who had retreated to Paradise Island still held quiet the formidable power. He prepared on his island many tens of thousands of titans able to lay waste and ruin to the world. Yeah, that's pretty true. Because if you look at the size of where Eren lives and to know that all those walls are made by titans and the power of titans, yeah, that seems to be quite accurate. At this very moment, according to the Titan Academic Association, the fact that our world is still safe and did not get trampled to oblivion by these titans is nothing but a coincidence. In order to erase that threat, our motherland Marley sent 4 Titan shifters to infiltrate the island. Oh boy, this is getting good. Enter Reiner, Annie, Berthold, and Marcel the father. Well, you know, Marcel got eaten. Having been defeated, only the armored Titan was able to return. Oh boy, this is getting so good. In the 4 years since, we have sent 32 ships to scout the waters surrounding the island. All those ships have disappeared without a trace, which means the evil empire of Eldia lives on to this very day. And Reiner has lost his shit. He needs some pampers, guys, because he can't hold it in. But Eren, my dear friend, is not letting him go to the toilet. And Eren even teases him a bit. Did you hear that, Reiner? Isn't that the reason you destroyed the wall? Because remember, guys, when they caught Eren and was trying to escape with him, he was trying to get information from them. And that bitch, Ymir, never answered Eren when he was trying to find out what they did and why they did it. But Ymir understood. Because remember, Ymir is from outside of the walls as well. So Eren finally got his answer. Although he would have known given the information we got from the Attack Titans memories. And he continues, you were trying to save the world, weren't you? I perhaps should try to imitate Eren a bit more. He's one of those influential characters. 4 clueless little kids were dumped on that island. And still they knew nothing. And Reiner is still losing his shit. I don't know how he does it, but he's losing his shit for like half an hour right now. Anything out of the ordinary? Nothing to report at the moment, and those are some bullshit soldiers on the roof. I don't know what the hell they're going to do with those guns. Tell them to report absolutely anything strange, even things that might seem trivial. Understood? And Tabar is there. They're having a show on stage. Tabar is getting a glass of water. He's sweating the hell out. Maybe it's hot. I don't know. Maybe he's full of shit and he's sweating. And he's saying, Mr. Jaeger, you move on to the main gate. Alright, you two, this way. And that looks to be Zeke. Yes, because Commander Magath wanted them, apparently. So they send Zeke on and they take these guys to this way. And this girl is looking pretty cool. I get this feeling, I've seen you before somewhere. What's your affiliation? I'm from Rakwa base. Rakwa? I'm from Rakwa base, all the way in the west. I've been recruited temporarily to serve guard duty. And I don't feel like answering needless questions from Eldian garbage. That is a shame, and there I was thinking how lovely a goatee you're sporting here. Ha! It's Piek. Panzer Squad. What the hell kind of name is this, guys? Oh, anyway. Congratulations on keeping up the good work. Piek, this is unlike you. I guess she's in a good mood today. What are you doing? Keep moving. What on earth? They and my car titan share a great bond because we fought together in the war. Didn't you just create a tear in this great bond? Yeah, she's one of those guys. So anyway, we keep going. They get to a house. It's in the backwoods, I suppose. It seems abandoned. Opens the door. It's here. These guys go in, and here we go. Where is Captain Maga? Protocol! So this guy cuts something, and those eyes remind me of Armin. Yep. And they fall into a hole. Oh, these guys are Titan shifters. That's the Card Titan, and it's not the Warhammer Titan. So there's another Titan that's right here. So these guys are Titan shifters, and for that reason they prepared a hole for them because they can't transform in a hole like this. And they are going in. Yeah, and they fall into a hole, a very deep hole, and this guy is out. So here we go. So Reiner, Marco, and my dear friend Eren. And Marco is thinking, what on earth is going on? What is Officer Braun so afraid of? Mr. Kruger, what is he? I thought they were old friends. Old? From how long ago? If it's more than 4 years ago, the only people Officer Braun could have met would be the people from those 5 years he spent on Paradise Island. No! And his eyes go, shit, that's not possible. That cannot be. And he's looking at Eren, and Eren is just like, yes! Guys, Eren looks like Hongo Akira from History Strongest Shirame. History Strongest disciple Shirame Kenichi. So you guys can Google Hongo Akira, or you can look on screen, it's right there. And that guy is more badass than Kenichi, than this guy, by the way, than Eren. So, never mind. Impossible. No way. Now, let us address the real issue of this evening. The story I told you until now was comprised of facts known by everyone, and that stay bar is still running in his mouth. And here's where the interesting part comes, guys. Come, guys. And remember, this is not a live reaction. I've read this before, but it's still so good to go through again. But the truth is actually a bit different. The following is a memory inherited by the Tabar family from the Warhammer Titan. I want to see that Titan. This truth will be publicly revealed today for the first time in history, and everyone is looking around. It's a truth pertaining to the Great War from 100 years ago. 100 is their lucky number. The one to end the Great Titan War was neither heroes, nor was it the Tabar family. It was someone else entirely. The one who ended the Great Titan War, the one who saved the world, was King Fritz! And he's looking crazy right now. Because remember, King Fritz is the enemy that they hate. They even tried to assassinate him. And he continues. In year 145, Karl Fritz, ever since inheriting the power of the original Titan, lamented the bloody and cruel history of the Eldian Empire. He grew tired of the insistent struggle between his own people and felt great pain and sorrow to see the Marlians continue oppression. Once he acquired the power of the original Titan, he conspired with the Tabar family and made a great sacrifice in order to put an end to the bloody history of the Eldian Empire himself. Sounds like Hercules. King Fritz plotted with the Tabar family and found a Marlian to play the part of the savior. The man who took on that part was Heroes. I'm not saying Heroes, I'm sorry. Just like we had planned, Eldia came apart with internal strife, and King Fritz, by his own choice, moved as many Eldians to Paradise Island as he could, and closed the gates of the wall. Yeah, pretty much. That sounds about right. At that time, he left the word behind that if peace is disturbed, he will mobilize a great number of Titans in retribution, but that was not his real intention. What was it? In order to make sure his successor, after his own death, would continue to pursue his ideals, he made an oath to renounce all war. Only those who are of royal blood can use the absolute power of the original Titan to control all other Titans. And this oath to renounce war was manifested and affected only on those who inherited this royal blood. Thus, Karl Fritz's ideals were inherited by each next generation of the king inside the walls as well. And no Titan from Paradise Island has ever attacked us to this very day. Not until now. Wait for it, my little friend. Wait for it. It's coming. In other words, the one who protected the world was none other than the detestable king inside the walls. King Fritz, who from all his heart wished for nothing but true peace for the world. And the crowd declared, that's right. His goal was peace. And Tabar has dropped the bomb. That's right. His goal was peace and the release of Marley from their oppression all along. If in the future Marley shall rise in power and tries to take away the power of the royal family and the original Titan, I will accept it. Who the hell is saying that? If Marley truly wishes to destroy all Eldians, I will accept it. Who is saying this shit? So we have a panel here of Titans. They are bloody. They have been feeding. There's a woman here. The sins the Eldians committed. Oh, there's a piece of a woman here. Oh my god, she's eaten. Oh my god. She's dead. Like her entire lower half is gone. And I think I can see her innards. My gosh. This is going to be good in the anime. I hope they don't turn it into some PG-5 type shit. The sin the Eldians committed is so horrible it can never be atoned for. Eldians, Titans, they should have never existed in the first place. This mistake must be corrected. This I also accept. I don't know who this guy is. I think it's Tabor who's speaking. But until that day of retribution comes, I wish that those who dwell inside the walls will be able to enjoy a momentarily safe and peaceful heaven. Oh well, fair enough. I ask that you allow them just a small gesture. That is the message King Fritz left there. Oh, very good. So I understand. So everybody's looking shocked and this guy's like, what? Because, you know, she lives to fight. Poor kid. What is this? If all of this is true, then King Fritz was the one who set the table for Marley and the Tabor family's move to save the world. Why is the Tabor family revealing this story now on their own accord? If the king inside the walls really never meant to invade the world, then what of the Paradise Island threat theory we all believed in until now? So they're asking questions and Tabor continues, but yeah, this is going to get serious right now. Very serious. In recent years, a revolt took place in Paradise Island. Yep. People versus people arc. A revolt took place in Paradise Island, resulting in the destruction of King Fritz's peace ideology. The original Titan's power was stolen by a certain individual. Oh, the original Titan. Very good. Oh yes, for real. The world is once more in grave danger. There rose a man who wishes to strike back at the peaceful world King Fritz has created for us all. I smell bullshit. This traitor to our peace is called Eren Yeager. Hallelujah. The man willing to fight, injured or not, is right here. Ha 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 ha. So next chapter is chapter 100, guys. Oh boy, this is going to be so good. And Eren is just sitting there looking all calm. He's all relaxed. He seems like he's going to go berserk one moment. And he's like, ah, just let them introduce me. This guy got the baddest, most sick introduction ever in Attack on Titan. So you know what, guys? That is the reread of chapter 99 of Shingeki no Kyojin. I am enjoying this. So what, today is pretty much a few weeks away from the next issue. I'll be doing a live reaction for the next issue. And they say something about the next issue actually. They say the next chapter is number 100. We'll be holding a 100-to-1 special exhibition to celebrate. And I don't know what that means. So I'm not going to embarrass myself on the internet. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. It's been Manga Reads and see you soon.